Hello again. Again, I'm Crystal Haynes from Boston 25 News, and I am so honored to host this amazing celebration of valedictorians from Boston Public Schools. You can clap, of course. So we do want to begin by thanking our amazing sponsors for making today possible. And you can find a complete list of our sponsors in your program book. Special thanks to our major sponsors, and they include Eastern Bank Foundation, Wentworth Institute of Technology, and of course, our host, the Boston Red Sox. I mean, check out that view right here, right? Because of their generosity, each student is receiving an Amazon gift card to support their transition to college. Students, we want you to check your BPS email this afternoon for that special gift, okay? So today we celebrate an inspiring group of young people who have worked incredibly hard to reach the top of their class. And you know, it's an amazing accomplishment, and we salute each and every one of you. I'm sure that the students would agree that they did not achieve their success alone. Along the way, they've been supported by caring adults, many of whom are with us today. So first, we want to thank all of the parents and family members of our valedictorians. We want them to please stand and give you a big round of applause. Come on. Parents, caregivers, please stand. We want to applaud you as well. We're also joined today by many school leaders, teachers, and guidance counselors. Will you all please stand and be recognized as well? We want to thank each and every one of you for your hard work on behalf of these students and all of the young people in Boston Public Schools. So at this time, I'd like to invite to the podium a person who has made public education a top priority in her administration. Is Mary Wu here yet? Not here, okay. We're going to get to her. You know, it's a busy job being a mayor of the city of Boston. But now we want to go ahead and introduce the chair of the Boston School Committee and a longtime education leader and a BPS graduate herself, Jeri Robinson.
Thank you, Crystal. And thank you for being our host today. It's truly a pleasure to be here on this beautiful day, in this beautiful space, looking out at all of these beautiful faces to welcome you all to the Boston Public Schools Valedictorians Luncheon. I'd like to take a moment to introduce my fellow school committee members who are with us today. Our Vice Chair, Michael O'Neill. Lorena Lapera, and Rafaela Polanco Garcia. Kwok Tran, Dr. Stephen Elkins, and Brandon Cardet Hernandez could not be with us today, but send along their congratulations and best wishes. On behalf of the entire committee, I want to applaud not only the students, but the families, school leaders, and staff who supported you every step of the way. I also want to recognize our elected officials, Mayor Wu, who will be joining us shortly, State Representatives Rob Consalvo and Kevin Hanan. Are they here? Coming. Boston City Councilor President Ed Flynn, Councilors Michael Flaherty, Lendra Lara, Ruth G's Lujan, and Brian Worrell, and Boston Teachers Union President Jessica Tang. Thank you to our generous sponsors, many of whom answer the call year after year. I particularly want to thank our presenting sponsors, Eastern Bank, Wentworth Institute of Technology, and our host, the Boston Red Sox. Quite simply, we couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you so much. Our mayor, our school committee, our superintendent, all of us are committed to providing the best public education in the country. That's what we work towards every day, raising quality while expanding equity and access. But it's up to the students to take advantage of the opportunities provided and challenge us, the adults, to do better. And you've done that. Preparing for today's event, I was struck by two things. First, the incredible diversity represented here today. Our valedictorians literally come from all over the world. Some were born and raised in Boston and have attended BPS since kindergarten. Others have only been in this country for a few short years. There are also commonalities like our strong work ethic and perseverance, taking AP and dual enrollment courses, exploring new fields through internships, learning a new language. You love to learn and you're always challenging yourselves. I also noted that each of you has found your own support system. For some, it's a parent or a relative. For others, it's a teacher or guidance counselor. Whoever it is, you had that caring adult to guide you along the way. That's so important because none of us can do this alone. Life can be unpredictable. There will always be challenges. But when we have a support system, we find the strength to push through and become the best version of ourselves. We want to make sure that you have support systems moving forward. That's why we're delighted to be joined today by the Valedictorian Project, led by former Senator Warren Tolman and his dynamic team. Hopefully you've had a chance to meet them today when you checked in. If not, we'll follow up later. The Valedictorian Project does amazing work connecting BPS valedictorians with peer and senior mentors to support college completion. Please take advantage of this extra support. I also encourage you that mentor for someone else, to be that mentor for someone else, a younger sibling or a classmate who may be struggling. You have the power to make a difference in someone's life right now. Don't wait. There's so much talent in this room, so much potential. I encourage you all to give back to the city that you have given so much to. We need you here in Boston to keep our dynamic city thriving. Congratulations to all of you. We're so proud of you. Enjoy this spectacular day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair Robinson. You know, our next speaker is wrapping up her first school year as Boston Public Schools Superintendent, where she is focused on ensuring that all students have equitable access to quality education and experiences. So it is my pleasure to please welcome Superintendent Mary Skipper.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you to Mayor Wu, to Chair Robinson, and all of our school committee who are here, as well as our electeds in the audience. And a big thank you to the Red Sox and to Sam Kennedy. If we can give them a round of applause for helping to make this possible. When I was a high school leader, and then certainly when I was a high school assistant superintendent, this was my favorite event, because it really spoke to celebrating our young people and our young people on stage. The students before us today are 33 valedictorians. They're truly exceptional, and I use that word, exceptional in so many ways. You valedictorians are exceptional students taking the most rigorous and challenging courses, be it dual enrollment, early college, IB, APs. In every way academically, you have challenged yourselves, and most importantly, you have held yourself to a very high standard. And that's part of why you're being recognized today. But you're also exceptional for who you are. A third of you will be the first to go to college in your family. That's applause. A third of you are all BPS, meaning you started in kindergarten and you're finishing as valedictorians. And a third of you come from outside of the United States and now stand at the top of your classes. You are valedictorians that today come from Dominican Republic, China, Haiti, Honduras, Indonesia, Jamaica, and the United States. And you are exceptional for what you have overcome to get here. Just for the adults in the room for a minute to remember this. This senior class started as the pandemic did. Their freshman year was disrupted. Their sophomore year was mostly remote. Their junior year was everybody figuring out what it meant to get back. And this is their senior year. That's more than any of us as adults have been asked to overcome. And yet these young people stand before us today and should really be celebrated for what they've been able to overcome. Nothing happens, I firmly believe this, nothing happens without challenge. Nothing great happens without challenge. And the students here today represent courage, hard work, determination, persistence. Whether it was being a caretaker in their home, whether it was working full-time while they went to high school, whether it was being homeless but coming to school every day, whether it was figuring out how to navigate a new school system and a new language, or struggling to balance a schedule full of college courses at the same time they were working, at the same time they were doing athletics, at the same time that they were doing activities. These 33 valedictorians have shown that they have what it takes in whatever challenge life gives them. And for all of this, everyone here, myself especially, are just incredibly proud of every single one of you. I want to add one more small challenge. You have the talent and the determination to do whatever you can in this next step, and whatever you want. You also know that you're sitting here today because others helped you maximize your talent. Maybe it was your parents and family. Maybe it was your teachers and counselors, or your principal. Maybe it was a friend or a mentor. As you set out on this next part of your journey, be that light for someone else. Use those talents, those smarts, that hard work, that persistence, as you enter this next part, and do it to make positive change in the college or the career or the military you go on to, for this city and for this world. That's BPS proud, and today we're BPS proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Skipper. Now, it is my pleasure to go ahead and welcome to the stage Mayor Michelle Wu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations and thank you for all that you do to make our schools, our neighborhoods, and our community even brighter and more inspired. This is one of my favorite events every single year. It's a chance to see all of BPS represented in one space with the talent, the brilliance, the community that we all dream is possible. And to all of the valedictorians in the room, I want to echo the sentiments of the superintendent that we know this is not just a moment that we are celebrating with you right now, but the culmination of so many moments along the way where maybe you didn't know if it was possible just to keep going and make it work with that one extra activity, or to juggle playing a sport and being there for your family, or working a job and still waking up every morning to do your best to get to school on time, supporting families, supporting your peers. We are so proud of you, but most of all, we are so grateful to you because you are going to be leading the way in our seats very, very soon, and we're so thrilled that you're representing our communities today. There are many folks who have made this event possible as well. I want to thank colleagues in public service, of course, Madam Chair and members of the school committee. Thank you for all that you do. I know there are colleagues from, I believe, the state legislature here, state representatives and senators, and we had city councilors who are RSVP'd and going to pop in and out as well. I want to thank them for all that they work on to make sure our schools can be leading the agenda. We also are here because of the support and partnership and leadership of our friends at the Red Sox. So thank you to Sam for all that you and your team do. There's no better space to celebrate the champions in this room and what it means to be Bostonians. So we're very, very grateful that you help us have a special day with our valedictorians. I hear President Jessica Tang is in the room. So, okay, so she's over here. So on behalf of representing all of the teachers and educators, thank you for what you do to advocate for our young people with the BTU. And our folks and representatives from the Valedictorian Project, I know Amy and Warren as co-founder and founders and members of the board, Carly and Jessica as coordinators, thank you for helping us sponsor and celebrate this. And then can we give it up also for all of the school leaders and educators who are here with you? Thank you for taking the time to lift up our students each and every day. It has not been easy. And one round of love also for the family members who are here who helped you get to this moment. They will be here for you for a long time, and so we're happy that you get to make sure that they feel a little love as well today. It's been a really challenging time to be in high school over the last couple years. The superintendent, I don't know if I walked in partway through her remarks, but we both split and then came back together after being in a room with some of our high schoolers in BPS who are still wrapping up, and the stories that people were sharing about what it was like to have 1 month of school and then Zoom 1 year and then kind of come back but not have activities and ways to really be together and then finally to be together for a bit. It has been a lot on your shoulders, and we know that you've powered through this. You have not only made it, you have not only excelled through that, but you have been a bright spot for so many of your fellow students and your families and your coworkers and everyone in the community. I know what it's like a little bit to come from a family where maybe the path isn't so defined for you. My parents both went to college in a different country, and the system that they grew up in was you didn't get to really choose that much. You took one test, and then you ranked what school you wanted to go to and what major you wanted to have within that school for college. And then according to the results of that test, you were assigned. And so my dad was always, he kind of regretted it his whole time. He wanted to be an electrical engineer, but he was assigned to a different major and never got to do that. What it means when we have opportunities here and what I think maybe some of the family stories that might be similar to my family's and making a choice to come to a different city or country even, it's a world of opportunity, but it is also a path that then the next generation has to really forge all on their own. And so for all those in the room who are the first to finish high school in this country, for example, or in your family, or to know the special heart that it took to get you to this point, I just want to say thank you for being an inspiration. And that has made you now ready and prepared to take on any challenge ahead of you. We're going to continue to look to you as models for what Boston could be and should be. And we're going to continue to rely on you to grow, invest in yourselves, invest in your community, and then come right back here and make sure that you are opening the door for the next generation. Superintendent is known for recruiting back all of our BPS graduates to come be school leaders and administrators and chiefs of staff and making the decisions that will change the city and change the future. I will extend that invitation and make a pitch also. We need you back in Boston, wherever you're headed off to. I know many of you will be in the close by area. Come spend some time with us in City Hall during your summers. We want you to intern with us. We want you to get right in there, helping us shape what's happening in the city. And then come back and build your career here and grow your family here as well. We're going to be fighting to make that possible and make it affordable and accessible and nurturing for everyone to be a part of our city. Our vision is for Boston to be the greenest city in America, and first for families, the best place to raise a family of every generation. So thank you for your part in making sure that we can get there. I'm so grateful to you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Wu. And it is my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, the valedictorian from Brighton High School, Kevin Guadardo.
Welcome, everybody. I will start right now. So, knock, knock. ¿Quién está ahí? Who is there? It is me, Kevin. Kevin se siente hablar dos idiomas, but it was not always the case. 4 years ago, I wasn't bilingual. Good afternoon, fellow valedictorians, honored guests, and proud family members. My dad is there. I'm Kevin Guardado, and I'm a proud immigrant born and raised in Honduras. And I want to start by condemning the anti-immigrant laws recently approved in Florida. I feel like these laws are just a political game. A political game designed by Governor DeSantis in order to, for his desire to run for U.S. president. And I disapprove that, so I wanted you all to know that I disagree with it. And thank you. Next fall, I will be the first in my family to attend college. I'm extremely honored and humble for the opportunity to be speaking before you today, guys. And I would like to acknowledge the dedication, hard work, resilience, and accomplishments on every single valedictorian. I don't know what they are. Will you stand up? I don't know what they are. I'm beyond proud to be among such incredible students who I know will definitely make a difference in their communities. And as a child in a small village in Honduras, I will be honest, I never thought I would make it this far. Growing up in the countryside had its advantages and disadvantages. La Quesera is a beautiful place. I had a lot of freedom. However, because education, as you might know, is not a priority in Honduras, quality to or access to education was not available. I had to walk almost 9 miles to get to school, and my school, we had no computers, no fancy whiteboards, or even no access to the internet. The resources we did have were math and history books, but they were outdated. And after finishing middle school, I had to make a choice. As I assume many valedictorians here, they took a choice as well. They made a choice. And here's mine. My choice was whether to come to the U.S. or go straight to work with my grandfather in his cornfield, who I miss him. I miss him so much, and I feel I want the best for him. But ultimately, I chose education, even though I knew it was the more difficult path, because this will lead me to success, and it will be worth it. Therefore, after several years of waking up at 5 a.m. Every day for school, in 2019, I made a life-changing decision. I moved to Boston, a city that welcomed me, and at the same time challenged me to reach my full potential, which I couldn't back in my home country, Honduras. I was able to meet my dad for the first time, which is an unforgettable feeling. And I eventually enrolled at Brighton High School. But the land of opportunity that my dad had promised was not what I really expected. I thought life was going to be easier. But the reality was that the challenges were never ending. From this experience, I learned that challenges can be hard. The transition to a new country was challenging, mostly because I had to learn a new language, make new friends, and adjust to social and cultural changes. However, these challenges, I believe, they made me stronger. Because in between balancing school and my part-time job, I have been able to be an active member of Brighton High community. I've been part of the Debate en Español varsity team and was named captain this year. And thank you. And winning a national and city championships. And this year, I also had the privilege of becoming the student body president and being a voice for our school student population. I'm also a Crimson Summer Academy scholar, Age Prep scholar, and ultimately a Questbridge scholar. And I ultimately learned that while adapting to a new environment is difficult, it is hard, it can give you so many opportunities. Valedictorians and guests, if you only remember one thing about this speech, let it be, remember to be adaptable and embrace change instead of fearing it. I know that many of us are going to college or work, so don't be afraid. As Bruce Lee once said, notice that the stiffest tree is most easily cracked, while the bamboo or willow survives by bending to the wind. As change comes your way, keep in mind that it can be an opportunity for greatness. As we move on from high school please explore the unknown. And find your people. Find, especially to the valedictorians and all the seniors who are going to college, find your people. It doesn't have to be 50. It can be 5, or it can only be 2. Two friends who will always be with you. But please be careful choosing your friends, because the people who you may meet your first week, they might not be your friends forever. And wherever you decide to go, whether it is school, work, I want to encourage you, each and every one of you, to follow your passions, take risks, and of course, make mistakes. We'll learn from mistakes, and pursue your dreams. We have worked so incredibly hard to get to this point through the pandemic, and however, I feel like this is not the end. I feel like this is the beginning for most of us. A bright future is ahead, and know that we all have the potential to make a positive impact in our communities. Next fall, I will be attending Wesleyan University, where I plan to study. Thank you. Where I plan to study political science. My ultimate goal is to attend law school and become an immigration lawyer. Although I know the road ahead is hard, it is not impossible. I believe that everyone deserves their voice to be heard, and I'm very passionate about helping those in the Latinx community who may not have the resources or the same opportunities to fight for their civil, human rights. And I'm very thankful to everybody for making this event happen. And please, each valedictorian, feel proud of your accomplishments. And so this is me. This is Kevin Guardado. Thank you so much.
All right, Sam Kennedy, you got a tough act to follow. Before we begin our awards presentation, I want to invite our host for today, Red Sox President Sam Kennedy, to say a few words.
Okay, whoever put me after Kevin Guardado is officially uninvited to the game tonight. Oh my goodness, Kevin, thank you very much. Congratulations. Actually, as you were speaking, I was thinking about it. You and I have just one thing in common and one thing not in common. We have one thing in common, and that is we both chose to continue our studies at a NESCAC college. I went to Trinity College, your big rival at Wesleyan. The thing we do not have in common is I was not the valedictorian of my class, not even close, although I was a proud graduate of Brookline High School, right down the street. I come from a family of teachers. My mom is a teacher. My sister is a public school teacher. My aunt is a teacher. My niece is a teacher. And so I want to give a massive shout out, consistent with the mayor and the superintendent, to the real heroes in this room, and that is the teachers of BPS. Thank you so much. You guys should be so proud of these 33 valedictorians. It is truly humbling to be in the same room with you all, and it is a privilege for the Boston Red Sox to be a small part of today. I want to thank Mayor Wu and Superintendent Skipper for making Boston Public Schools and public education such an important part of your administration and your leadership at every turn. I am a dad of a college freshman and a high school senior, and I know what you teachers and also what you kids have lived through, you young adults, have lived through the last many years. Not only the challenges of your schoolwork and friends and everything that's going on in the world, but to come through the other side of a global pandemic, something our generation never had to deal with. You are truly going to be the most resilient generation. And I echo what the mayor said. Please, please, please stay a Red Sox fan. Come back to Boston, or don't leave Boston. stay here. And Kevin, I also want to extend an offer to you. I know you're going to become an immigration lawyer. You're probably going to become, who knows, mayor of the city of Boston, whatever it is. But you are officially hired. If you ever, and I'm being serious, if you want to come work with the Boston Red Sox, you let me know. skennedy@redsox.com. We have a spot for you. That was an amazing speech. I am blown away by you and your hard work and what you've done. And for the rest of you valedictorians, skennedy@redsox.com. We've got an amazing team of people here that would love to provide support in any way we can. The city is just the place to be. We want you here, and we want you to have opportunity in Boston. So if I or anyone on our team can help you finding summer jobs, connecting you with people, we would be honored to do it, and it would be just our privilege to do it. So look, I want to wrap up by saying we have a small graduation present for you on behalf of the mayor, on behalf of Boston Public Schools, on behalf of my bosses, John and Linda Henry, the owners of the Boston Red Sox. When you came in, you had a packet of information. If you could open that up, I think there's an envelope in there. I hope. Yes, I see some envelopes. Go ahead and open those up. You're going to see 4 tickets to a Red Sox game for you and your family or friends to come join us. Please, we need you in Red Sox Nation. This is your ballpark. This is your hometown team. We want you to support the Red Sox no matter where you go in life. Please know the Red Sox are your team, and we're so proud to host you here at Fenway Park today. Thank you and congratulations. Turn it back to Crystal. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you so much, Sam. What an amazing gift, right, to all of these deserving students. All right, now it's time to get down to business. And here's how it's going to work, so listen closely. In a moment, I'm going to begin calling up the students. Now, students, you will be called up in alphabetical order by school from ACC to Tech Boston. So when I call your name, step forward to collect your citation and have your picture taken with Mayor Wu, Chair Robinson, and Superintendent Skipper. After your photo is taken, go back to your table. At the end of the program, everybody's going to come up and join us outside on the balcony for a group photo overlooking the ball field. So please stick around. You will not want to miss that photo. So let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the valedictorians of the class of 2023. All right, from another course to college, Nora Touré. Nora was born in Boston but raised in Italy until her high school years. She's been very active at ACC, serving as a representative on the Boston Student Advisory Council and a president of the National Honor Society. This STEM-loving student will do a summer internship at Raytheon Technologies before heading to Emory University, where she has earned a full ride scholarship. Let's hear it for Nora. All right, and from Boston Adult Technical Academy, we have Clay V, Esmirna Martinez Mojeca, and I apologize if I messed that up. Clavey immigrated from the U.S., from the Dominican Republic, just 2 years ago, in pursuit of more educational opportunities. And after graduation, she plans to continue her studies at Bunker Hill Community College to work as a flight attendant. We can't wait to see you soar. Congratulations. Now, from Boston Arts Academy is Arya Putel. Arya is a dance major at BAA, where she is always striving for continuous improvement. She participated in 7 dual enrollment programs and serves on the Mayor's Council. Aria has a passion for fashion and dreams of launching her own Indian bridal wear company, infusing her heritage into her designs. Her next move is Northeastern University, where she has earned a full scholarship. Take a bow, Aria. Next up from Boston Community Leadership Academy is Riza Mendoza. Originally from the Dominican Republic, Riza has found a home at BCLA where she is known for her incredible work ethic. She has challenged herself with AP and dual enrollment coursework, as well as a star athlete on the soccer field. Riza is headed to Boston University, where she has scored a full scholarship. From Boston Day and Evening Academy is Kayla Quinlan. Kayla is a scholar and an advocate pushing for a more inclusive curriculum in BPS schools, promoting LGBTQ+ equity, and supporting the health of Boston citizens as a co-director for the Mayor's Youth Councils on a Public Health Committee. As a biomedical scholar at MIT, she will spend this summer researching Alzheimer's disease before continuing her studies as a neuroscience major at Wellesley College. Let's hear it for Kayla. From Boston Green Academy is Michael Chowdhury. Now, Michael has been an active student at BGA, competing on the debate team and taking part in the PIC's geospatial mapping program. He recently completed an internship with the BPS Department of Capital Planning, where he supported community engagement for the Green New Deal. Michael will attend Wentworth Institute of Technology, where he plans to major in civil engineering. Well done, Michael. From Boston International High School is Shania Velus. And originally from Haiti, Shania views education as a way of honoring her family. She has truly embraced the many opportunities the high school has to offer, serving as a student government secretary, captain of her soccer team, member of the softball team, and a leader with the Haitian Student Club. She's also a talented artist, and this fall, Shania will attend Center College as a Posse Scholar. We know her family's very proud. And from Boston Latin Academy is Ana Tejeda. Originally from the Dominican Republic, Ana has a natural curiosity about the world around her, and that has inspired her to learn 4 languages. She has continuously challenged herself by taking 8 AP courses, volunteering in her community, and maintaining a part-time job on top of all of that. Anna will continue her quest for knowledge at MIT, where she plans to study biomedical engineering. Congratulations, Anna. From Boston Latin School, we have 2 valedictorians. First, please welcome Elizabeth Choi. In addition to maintaining an astronomically high GPA, Elizabeth has been deeply involved in the BLS community as the editor-in-chief of the school newspaper, president of the movie and German clubs, and a rower on the varsity crew team. She also serves on the Mayor's Youth Council and writes for teens in print. This busy young woman will begin her next chapter at Harvard College. Congratulations. Also from Boston Latin School, please welcome Mira Yu. Mira is a dynamic force at BLS, participating in speech and debate, mock trial, swimming, school publications, and student council, just to name a few. She has served on the Mayor's Youth Council and interned at the Edward M. Kennedy Institute, the Supreme Judicial Court, and most recently at the office of Boston City Councilor Ruth Z. Louis-Jean. And this fall, Mira is headed to, where else? Harvard College. So from Brighton High School, please welcome back our student speaker, Kevin Guadardo. In the 4 years since he moved from Honduras, Kevin has fully embraced his new life here in the U.S. He's a member of the boys' varsity soccer team, captain of the debate team, and student body president. Next fall, Kevin will be attending Wesleyan University on a full scholarship where he'll be majoring in government. He hopes to attend law school, as he told you, and become an immigration lawyer. Let's hear it one more time for Kevin. And from the Jeremiah Burke High School, Alicia Rose. Alicia loves the tight-knit community she has found at the Burke, where strong relationships are built between teachers and students. She has maintained high honors throughout all 4 years of high school, all while playing varsity volleyball, serving as a mental health ambassador, and a manager of the dance team. Alicia will attend Union College as a Posse Scholar. And from Charlestown High School, we have Young Di Wu Wang. Young Di moved to the U.S. from a small city in China just 4 years ago. He has found a second home in Charlestown High School, where he describes his teachers as both friends and advocates. Young Di holds a deep passion for Chinese culture and hopes to create a website that will showcase the rich history and the traditions of Chinese culture, fostering a greater understanding among global audiences. Young Di will continue his journey at Northeastern University, where he plans to study computer science and mathematics. Well done. From Community Academy is Kayla Kennedy. Kayla lives in Dorchester with her mom and grandma, who have supported her dreams. Kayla's guidance counselor describes her as powerful, creative, hardworking, and kind. She aspires to become a social worker so that she can give back to the people who need someone to understand their situations and improve their lives. This inspiring young woman will attend Curry College, where she has earned a full scholarship. Way to go, Kayla. And from the Community Academy of Science and Health, also known as CASH, please welcome Malika Allen. Malika was raised in a small rural town in Jamaica where life sometimes feels like survival of the fittest. She says she left a small place to accomplish big things. She views education in the U.S. as an opportunity to make her proud, her family proud, and pursue her dream of becoming a pediatric surgeon. Malika is headed to Kentucky, where she earned a full scholarship to Centre College. We are all so proud of you. And from Dearborn STEM Academy is Aisha Muhammad. Aisha hails from Roxbury, where she is the middle of 8 children. Her parents came to the U.S. to provide their children with more opportunities, and Aisha is a role model at school as well as at home. She loves a challenge and has completed 10 college courses at Wentworth and Bunker Hill since her sophomore year. She plans to pursue a career as a pharmacist and will continue her studies at Northeastern University, where she has earned a full scholarship. All right, so I'm going to apologize for this pronunciation ahead of time. I want you to know I'm very proud of you. From East Boston High School is Jeri Shavari. Where's Jeri? Is she here? Come up here. Tell everyone your name for me, baby.
Jeri Chavarria Gutierrez.
There you go. Congratulations. Jeri was born and raised in East Boston, and her parents, they're from El Salvador. She's been extremely active at East Boston High School doing theater, softball, key club, and raising money to fight leukemia. Her goal is to become a top-level female executive, Sam, and eventually open her own business. Jeri plans to study finance at Northeastern University, where she has earned a full scholarship. She will be the first person in her family to attend college. And from the English High School is Kaylin McInnes. All right. I always said I'd be that mom when my son graduates, just the loudest one in the room. I love it. All right. Kaylin is a highly motivated young woman who has challenged herself in taking AP courses, playing soccer, and is a member of the debate team. She hopes to study pre-med and become a neurosurgeon. This fall, Kaylin will continue to challenge herself as a student at UMass Amherst. And from Excel High School is Corvin Wynn. All right, now it's a competition. Corbin has spent his entire K-12 academic career in BPS. His guidance counselor describes him as determined, dependable, kind, and one of the most likable individuals you will ever meet. This gifted and humble young man is headed to Northeastern University on a full ride scholarship. Way to go, Corbin. And from Fenway High School is Jakayla Furr. Jakayla was born and raised in Boston. Growing up, she faced her fair of challenges, and she found joy in poetry and decided to focus on her studies as a way of coping. She joined a program called GROW, where she was able to surround herself with other young women of color and help build each other up. This fall, Jakayla will attend Northeastern University as a nursing major with the hopes of changing the world. Let's hear it for this remarkable young woman. And from the Greater Eggleston Community High School is Kirara Des. I'm sorry about that. Kirara is raised in the U.S. and in a proud family that roots in the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. She plans to pursue a career in ultrasound as an ultrasound technician and looks forward to continuing her studies at Bunker Hill Community College. Congratulations. And from the Henderson K-12 Inclusion School is Jadir. Where's Jadir? Is Jadir here? Come on up, baby. I don't want to mess your name up either. Tell everyone your name for us.
Jabari Bino. Thank you.
I think, are you playing a joke? Oh, you're not? Okay, all right. Go ahead and take a picture, baby. Okay. I don't know if I'm right, or I don't know if it's a joke, but here we go. Okay, this young man here, he was born and raised in East Boston and spent his entire K-12 academic career in BPS. When he's not busy studying, he loves to play the guitar. And Jadir is still deciding his plans for next year, but would like to pursue a bachelor's degree in engineering. Congratulations to him. From the Horace Mann School for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. All right, where's Muna? Come on up, honey. Because I would love you to say your name if you can, and then sign it for us. Or sign it for us.
Okay, yeah, I'll sign my name.
Okay.
My name is Muna. My name is Muna Avenor.
Perfect. A native of Boston, Muna has been a member of the Horace Mann School community since the age of 3. She has a strong pride in her deaf identity and has held many different leadership roles inside and outside of school. You know, this fall, Muna will attend the Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C., the only deaf university in the world. She plans to major in social work and become a role model for other deaf women of color. Another round of applause, wave your hands, for Muna. All right now. The only one in the world, incredible. From the Edward M. Kennedy Academy for Health Careers, we have Emmeline Boru. And Emmeline was born in Haiti and moved to the U.S. in 2015. Initially, she struggled with English and actually refused to speak in class. In high school, she started to push herself by joining the National Honor Society, the Student Council, where she could share her voice with others within a small group. She aspires to become a traveling doctor serving communities that lack adequate health care. So Emmeline, will be on the pre-med track when she enters Johns Hopkins University on a full scholarship. And from the Mary Leiden Pilot High School is Janaya Baptiste. Janaya is a Rosendale resident with a proud Caribbean heritage. She has been a student leader at Mary Lyon, participating in debate and environmental projects. She aspires to become a lawyer, giving a voice for those who did not have a chance to speak. Janaya will continue her studies at Johns Hopkins University, where she will be the first in her family to attend college. Good job. There we go. From Madison Park Technical Vocational High School is Lord Gina Louis. This young lady immigrated to the U.S. from Haiti when she was just 12 years old. Madison Park's medical assistant program has provided her with the skills to gain a job as a medical assistant at Boston Medical Center. So she's already working, y'all. She is also enrolled in the Rocks Map Early College program, taking college classes at Bunker Hill Community College. Now, when Lord Gina graduates in June, she will have earned 44 transferable college credits. She will continue her studies at UMass Boston and plans to become a nurse. She's already on her way. All right, and from the McKinley Schools, soon to be the Mel King South End Academy, please welcome Kevin Works. Born and raised in Dorchester, Kevin is determined to overcome life struggles by becoming his best self. And he looks sharp, look at that. He's been on the dean's list all 4 years of high school. He's a member of the student council and the student member appointed to the Mel H. King Working Group. In his spare time, Kevin enjoys making music in the studio at school, building computers, and spending time at the Copley Library. This fall, he'll be studying game development and information technology at Bunker Hill Community College. Let's hear it for Kevin. And from the Margarita Nunez Academy is Jocelyn Fernandez. Raised by Dominican parents, Jocelyn has spent his entire K-12 academic career in BPS. Now, she strives to be a positive role model for her siblings. Her family is beaming with pride today because Jocelyn has earned a full scholarship to Northeastern University. From the New Mission High School is Courtney Sarfo. Courtney is a gifted scholar, leader, and athlete, and as co-captain of the volleyball team, she was named Most Outstanding Player and helped the Lady Titans secure their first Boston City League championship. She also works to create a sisterhood among female athletes. Courtney plans to study history at Northeastern University, where she scored a full scholarship. And from the John D. O'Brien School of Mathematics and Science is Joseph Leo Doherty. Joe, he lives in Brighton, has spent his entire K-12 academic career in BPS. He describes himself as a foodie, enjoys golfing, and is a huge Bruins fan. Our condolences to you, Joe. He is passionate about math and physics and plans on majoring in them both at Northeastern University, where he's also scored a full scholarship. All right. From the Josiah Quincy Upper School is Hui Yen Lei. And originally from China, Hui Yen has taken full advantage of everything at the Quincy Upper School has to offer. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, she actually managed to balance her academics with an extensive list of extracurricular activities, including the Student Body Association. So as you can see, Hui is unable to attend today, so accepting on their behalf is the school school leader, Richard Chang. There you go. And from the Muriel Snowden International School at Copley is Rosemary Martinez. Rosemary grew up in a close-knit family in Charlestown and appreciates how hard her parents have worked to provide the opportunities for her and her three sisters. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, she has been offered a full scholarship to attend Northeastern University, where she plans to room with her best friend, who happens to be salutatorian. Second place person. It's going to be a dynamic duo. Watch out for her and her friend now. All right, last but certainly not least, from Tech Boston Academy, we have Ferdinand. Where's Ferdinand? Because you're also the last person on the list. Come over here, Ferdinand. Last but not least, Ferdinand, tell everyone your name.
Oh, it's pronounced Yuda Hartono.
Got it, all right. I love this cheering crowd here, too. Originally from Indonesia, Ferdinand is always striving to challenge himself with a rigorous course load that includes honors and AP classes. In his freshman year of high school, he joined the college prep program, Upward Bound, and by junior year, he was taking college courses through his school's dual enrollment program. With strong work ethic and motivation, Ferdinand is poised for success as he continues his studies. Where else? Northeastern University. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, and forgiving friends and family as I mispronounce names here today, let's have one more round of applause for the valedictorians of the class of 2023.